Hello, we're going to configure SLAAC in Packet Tracer. SLAAC, it stands for Stateless Address Autoconfiguration. It is direct. All we need is just three devices, few devices. In those devices, we need a router. We need a switch. Switch, it's optional. You can either have it or leave it. It's optional. And then we need the end device because they're the ones to be assigned IPv6 address using SLAAC mechanism. So when it comes to the end devices, we can actually choose one or more PCs, the choice it's used. So we need the router switch, and of which a switch, it's optional. We can connect to the device. If you have to use maybe a single device, one PC, we can actually connect directly. And then we need the connections. Now for connections, I'm going to use straight through, connect to Gigabit Ethernet 00 in any port here, then any port extend to the end devices. Like that. We need to know the address that you're going to use, the IPv6 address that you intend to use. So I use 2001 SCAD DBH 1 then /64. So this is the prefix and then the prefix length. That is what I intend to use in this session. Okay, so to configure the devices, let me highlight all this. I will need it at the next point. Okay, so to configure the device, the device, I will start with the router. I'll start with the router, go to the router, then command line interface, reply with no, then enable, so configure terminal. Make sure you use, describe your router well. So I use host name, and then the host name I'll use router 1, call the interface. Before that, I will start with enabling IPv6 routing. Enabling IPv6 routing using this command IPv6, then unicast routing. So it allows the router to receive router solicitation and be able to send what you call router advertisement to the other devices. Then after that, I'm going to configure the interface that connects to the LAN or to the switch. So it's interface G0/0. That is what I've used, or where the cable is connected. Then IPv6 address, and then I'm going to paste the other IP address that I had copied earlier. This double colon, and then put a 1 as the IPv6 address on this interface. So every interface that is enabled with IPv6 address, whether you want or not, it is always auto-assigned with what we call link local address. So I'm going to customize it, IPv6 address, link log, FE80, and then give it a 1 description, link local, the link local address, then no shutdown. So this service here, it is straight forward. Once you understand the flow. So the router, it advertises the IPv6 network, and then the host, it automatically generates their own address. So now that we are done with configuring the router, I think the next step to do is just to configure the end device. And there we should be able to receive all the device, the end devices, PC0 and PC1 should be able right now to receive addresses. So what you're going to do, just click on the PC, go to the desktop, go to IP configuration, and then go to IPv6 configuration section, which is this. So it is set to static, to assign the IPv6 address manually, but we want it to pick the IP address from the router. So I'll come to automatic here, option here, check. Now as you can see, it's picking the prefix that we have used, on the router together with the prefix length. Then when it comes to the interface ID, now you can start from this over. One, we have one here, we have 2, 3, 4. So the 4 of them, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So these 4 hextents, they are auto-generated by the device. But the rest, starting from this point up to this is the prefix and the prefix length picked from the router. And when it comes to the default gateway, it is picking the link local address from the router, or the one that we configured on the router as the gateway. Now we can actually close. Now that is done, we can go to PC2. PC1, that was PC0, and then we do the same, the configuration, and then this. So we have this. So we can even go ahead and try to check the connectivity and see whether we'll be able to reach the router. Or we can start by verifying the IP address on this. It's IP config space / then all. So we have our the link local address assigned here, and then the IPv6 address assigned on this very machine. So let's try to ping the IP address on the router. So I still have this, it's double colon and then 1. Successful. Let's see if you can also reach the link local address. It's ping FE, then 80 double colon 1. Successful. So that is how one can be able to configure what you call SLAAC, which stands for Stateless Address Autoconfiguration. So, so the common mistakes that we expect while we're configuring or while we're implementing SLAAC. 1, forgetting command called IPv6 unicast routing. IPv6 unicast routing on the router. So if you forget this command here, the service won't work. Maybe if you have not activated the interface with this command, no shutdown, still the interface won't be able to send the advertisement to the LAN. PC not set to auto config. Now if you go to the PC and leave it in static option here, the static option. So forget the IP address. So it has to be set as automatic. Then maybe lastly, the cabling. So if you use the wrong cable, or if in case you connect to the wrong port, you're likely not to get the results. So that is it about SLAAC. Thanks.